A lot of teams install visitor identification tools and assume that the data automatically equals buying intent, which is the very wrongest answer or wrongest assumption you could ever get. But that assumption often leads obviously to mistakes and chaos in reality because there will be no structure in the first place. So when these mistakes happen, sales teams end up chasing the wrong signals and wasting time. So that's just how the chaos start and everything when it comes to time wasting and going in the wrong direction actually stems from. Hi, my name is Justin from LemReveal, and today we'll look at the common albatross website mistakes and how platforms like LemReveal are designed to avoid them. So the first mistakes we are looking at, so we'll just jump straight into things, is over relying on database enrichment. One common mistakes here or mistake is trusting enrichment data too quickly. And Albacross identifies companies, right, using API matching and data enrichment. Where is that app? So this is how it will look like when you just search for it randomly on Google. And then this is how it looks like after you've logged in or signed in. So please create your account. And if you still don't know how to, you can always go back to the previous videos and refer to that. So the thing here with over relying on this type of tools is that it can provide helpful firmographic details like industry, company size, and location, but enrichment databases are not perfect. Sometimes the identified company is only loosely associated with the IP address and not firm data to back it up. So sales teams who assume every identified company is a confirmed prospect may end up targeting the wrong organization. So some companies move addresses and they might not be changed. So that can be the cause of discrepancies here and there. And platforms designed with layered identification method aim to reduce that risk by combining multiple data signals before presenting visitor insight. So you have to double check all your information to make sure that it's correct. The other mistakes like people really make on a regular basis or more often than not is misinterpreting visitor intent. This one is the biggest one and the most common one you could ever get out there. So it's assuming that every visitor equals interest. For example, a company visiting a blog doesn't mean or necessarily indicate buying intent. Yet some teams treat any identified visitor as a hot lead, which obviously wastes time reaching out to the wrong people. And website activity needs context. A simple visit to a knowledge article is a very different from a repeated visit to your pricing pages, your case studies, your product comparison pages, your integration documentation, etc. So tools that provide or prioritize behavioral patterns instead of single visits help sales teams avoid overreacting to weak signals. So those tools sort of help teams stop wasting time in a nutshell. And the other mistake here is ignoring traffic quality. So when it comes to this, visitor identification tools can detect companies from many types of traffic, website visitors. You can refer to this and have a look at it and play more with it. By connectors, it refers to your CRM tools, your HubSpot, there we go, your Salesforce. So with this, you can also insert or connect your tools and insert your potential leads or traffic in there based on proper interpretation of the data and not just any traffic that comes to your site. So when it came to the mistakes of ignoring traffic quality, is that these tools detect companies from many different types of traffic, but not all traffic is valuable. If Teams fails to filter out irrelevant traffic sources, dashboards may show companies that were never realistic prospects. So this includes like competitors, your agency, your unrelated business industries, like people just randomly go on your site or click your site accidentally from the backlinking that maybe other sites might make, which is very common in some cases. Without filtering, Sales teams spend time analyzing visitors who were never potential buyers or interested in your company in the first place. So the other mistake here people make is treating visitor data as a final proof. So with that being the case, this mistake often treats visitor identification data as as like completely accurate without backing it up, without verifying. And in reality, IP-based identification always has limitations. So VPNs, shared network, and cloud infrastructure can distort the signals and give you false data. That means visitor identification should be used as a directional intelligence, not absolute confirmation. So please, by all means, verify the information that you get, essentially, and you will obviously save a lot of time and reach out to the right people. So sales teams here should always combine visitor insights with other data sources before making outreach decisions, like your verifications that are definitely needed. So platforms built around multiple identification signals help reduce false positives by validating company matches more carefully. So that's something that helps in terms of the usage of other tools like your LemReveal here. It goes through a process of filtering through a lot of data to give you the most accurate data and not just rely on IP identification. So you sign in and you'll get all the relevant information that you may need. So disconnecting visitor data from sales workflow is another mistake that people make more often than not. And even when visitor data is accurate, it's often left inside the dashboard. Like you don't really connect your CRM and follow up with your potential leads through your outreach campaigns or through your outreach efforts. So your teams review insights but never integrate them into their CRM or outreach workflow. This turns visitor intelligence into passive information rather than actionable insights. Sales focused systems emphasize connecting visitor signals directly to outreach processes so teams can act on them quickly. So that saves a lot of time and also ensures that you reach out to the right people. So, in a nutshell or overall, visitor identification tools like Albacross can provide valuable insight into company visiting your website, but mistakes happen when teams overtrust enrichment data, misread weak visitor signals, etc. There are like so many reasons, and understanding these limitations helps teams use visitor intelligence more effectively and avoid chasing signals that don't really or actually represent real buying intent. So this is all the information I can provide you with right now. And if you need to go through these tools, step by step, every feature, visit every single section that you need to visit and find out more about it. You can always catch the links in the description below. And if there's anything interesting you will find, I'll leave it in the comment section and we will have a look at it. That's it from me, and I'll catch you on the next video.